Hey everybody, Jamie here, and for a long time now I've wanted to come up with a room decor DIY for you, but I keep having a hard time coming up with something. It's like every time I get started, I think to myself, I could really use some motivation or words of encouragement in order to come up with a great idea. And then I thought, maybe that is the great idea. So get ready as I show you how to make your own motivational wall pennant. Let's do it, girl. Okay, so in order to make your pennant, you'll need scissors, a ruler or yardstick, a writing utensil, craft glue or needle and thread, wall attachments from tape to push pins, and felt in complementary colors. All right, let's get pumped to pump ourselves up. Step 1. The first step is to cut out your pennant shape. Use your ruler or yardstick to draw out a rectangle the length and width you want your pennant to be. Professional full-size pennants are 12 inches by 30 inches, whereas professional mini pennants are a third of that size or 4 inches by 10 inches. To create a perfectly sized triangle, mark the center of one short side of your rectangle. Using a straight edge, draw a line from your marking to the outside corners of the opposite short side. Carefully cut down your lines until you're left with a symmetrical pennant shape. Step 2. The next step is to measure out the design that you want to place on your pennant. For a full-sized pennant, cut out an identical felt triangle, measure and outline a 1/2 inch around the border, and then cut that excess material away to create a slightly smaller triangle. You'll use this new felt to create letters, meaning they'll start big at the front and get smaller towards the tip. I snipped away 1 inch from the front end to make room for a border and another 2 inches off the back end, since that's not really enough space to make a letter. Now, as far as what to write, you can do anything from your favorite sports teams to like #hooray. I'm going to go with the word stronger because it's always been a word that's motivated me growing up and to this day. Now, the word stronger has 8 letters, and since my pennant is 24 inches long, that means I'll make each letter 3 inches wide. Mark out the width of your letter on the top and bottom of your smaller triangle from one end to the other. Attach these points together with your straight edge and then cut vertically down these lines in order to separate your felt into letter blocks. Here's where you can trace out handwritten letters or be like me and print them out from the computer. I used varsity font and tapered the letters from 10 inches tall to 1.5 inches tall so that they squeezed into the pennant shape. Either way, take your time tracing your letter onto each felt block before cutting it out carefully with your scissors. Step 3. All that's left to do is attach your design to your pennant. Use hot glue, tacky glue, a needle and thread, or whatever else you've got to stick your letters to your full-size pennant. Add in a 1-inch felt border for design purposes and you're good to go. Now, as for my mini pennant, I glued in a 1-inch border first and then overlapped it slightly with a fun frozen decal that I had on hand. I finished off the look by gluing in letters to make the phrase "Let It Go." My letters were between 1.5 and 2.5 inches tall, and they were all 3/4 of an inch wide, and I used the font Abadi MT Condensed Extra Bold. Yeah, clearly a font I didn't realize I'd be using, but it worked out great here. So play around with the fonts that you have until you find the look that you're going for. Step 4. The final step is to hang your pennant on your wall. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there's a ton of options to do this, from poster putty to thumbtacks to backing adhesives that are specifically meant for this type of crafting. I simply connected the ends of a few pieces of masking tape to form big loops that I then stuck to the back of my pennants. And there you go, your motivational wall pennants are complete. Make one huge pennant to hang above your bed, or make several smaller mini pennants with up and down writing to hang inside of your locker. You could even attach a dowel to a mini pennant or something smaller to convert it to a flag. And then you can just pop that into a pen holder or a vase on a desk. These pennants are perfect to root on your school's team, your sports club, or whatever other extracurricular activity in which you participate. And of course, a great gift for a friend who could use a little pick-me-up. Not to mention, it's the perfect way to give yourself motivation whenever you need it. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, DIY some pennants. Okay, nobody says that, but you get what I'm saying. What type of motivational wall pennant did you make? Tweet me at Jamie Petito, Instagram me at HeyJamie, or let me know on my fan page on Facebook. If you're all about inspirational wall decor, click the video on your left to make your own spray paint pop art. And if you've got a bunch of felt left over, click the video on your right to learn how to attach that felt to your hoodie to make an awesome costume. We did it, girl. I'm Jamie, and you're on Gurl.com.